This is a short intro to our next unit. We're going to be talking about place value and comparing place values of different numbers within a number. So with place value, you guys have been doing this forever. The big deal that we change in 5th grade is we add another place value spot. So last year you went out to the hundredths. This year we go out to the thousandths. So when we're looking at these, your place value on the right side of the decimal, so everything after the ones place, is going to go tenths, then hundredths, and thousandths. Sometimes you guys forget what this one is. This is the ones place. Please don't forget that. Just remember, after the decimal, every place value spot ends in THS. It sounds kind of weird when you're writing it, or when you're saying it. So the first thing we're going to look at are powers of 10. When we're looking at this, we're going to be multiplying by 10, multiplying by 100, or multiplying by 1,000, and then we also divide by 10, divide by 100, and divide by 1,000. So when we're doing this, just remember, like, when you're multiplying numbers by 10, 100, or 1,000, if I have 4 hundredths, and I want to know what 10 times 4 hundredths is, you're moving the decimal over to the right one time. And when I do that, I have 4 tenths. So if you look at the position, you're just moving the 4 from the hundredths place to the tenths place to show that it's 10 times bigger, because 1/10 is 10 times bigger than 1/100th. With division, instead of moving the decimal to the right, we're going to be going to the left. So if I have 1 and 8/10 divided by 10, I'm going to move the decimal one spot to the left and put it here. When I put it there, I need to put a 0 in the front. A lot of kids forget to move it from there. Sometimes you need to exit out so you don't accidentally put it in the wrong spot. So I get 18 hundredths. So when you're dividing, you're moving the decimal to the left. When you're multiplying, you're moving the decimal to the right. And if you think about it, when you're moving it to the left, you're dividing by 10, 100, 1,000, your answer is going to be smaller than what you started with. So a big part of it is we've got a new place value spot, the thousandths. Powers of a 10. This is usually a little confusing at first, but I'm going to show you a few more examples. So 7 and 4/10 times 100. So if you look at 7 and 4/10, if I have 2 zeros, I hop 2 times. So I hop, hop, drop my dot, put zeros in the empty spots. My answer is 740. If I have 84 6/10 divided by 10, 10. Hop one time. And since I'm dividing, I'm going to the left, moving it this way, and I get 8 46 hundredths. Sometimes it will be a number like this. And you're going to say, well, I don't know what to do. There's no decimal is there. There's always a decimal there. Take off his invisibility cloak and 3 zeros. You guessed it. They say hop 3 times. We're dividing. We're going to the left. Hop, hop, hop. Drop your dot. We're going to stick a 0 on the front. And this is equal to 743 thousandths. So just be careful with these. You know that 4 times 10 is 40. The place value spots changes from the 1s to the 10s. So every time you're going one place to the left, it's 10 times bigger. If you're going from 7/10 to 7/100, your 7 moved from the tenths to the hundredths to the left. That is 10 times less, or 1/10 times. So you'll see different things. Usually it says it's 1/10 of, or 10 times more, or 1/100th of, or 100 times more. So just don't be confused. If you have this 3 34 hundredths times 1/10, that is the same thing as 3 34 hundredths divided by 10. So don't panic if you see it like this. It doesn't come up very often. If you have 43 8/10 times 100th, this is the same as 43 8/10 divided by 100. You're going to move the decimal 2 times. Boom, boom. And your answer is 438 thousandths. Remember, when you're saying the number's name, whatever place value spot it ends in is what you say. 438, and then it's in the thousandths place, so I say 438 thousandths. And we are going to be working on this all this week, so we'll have lots of practice. Hope this helps.